Hello everyone, and welcome to my EastEnders Ningyula's channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Suki Pansar, Balvinder Sopal, who was led to believe that the woman she labeled the love of her life had been cruelly murdered, was much relieved when Eve Unwin, Heather Peace, finally made her long-awaited return to Walford. She was driven into hiding, the attorney claimed, by Ravi Gulati, Aaron Thyara, who promised to spare her life if she vanished from the face of the planet. As viewers are aware, Ravi's father Nish, Navin Chowdhury, gave him the order to kill Eve, but the restaurateur changed his mind and decided to give Eve a second chance since he wanted to become a better guy. Suki, on the other hand, was horrified by her lover's absence and looked into it right away, thinking Nish had killed her. Earlier this week, the husband and wife had a heated argument during which Suki courageously revealed her actual feelings for Eve. Subsequently, a blouse containing Eve's blood was discovered in the rear of Ravi's automobile, leading to the arrest of both Nish and him. As it turns out, Eve was the cause. In the scenes that followed, she was reunited with Suki, who was overcome to see her soulmate still alive. The serial drama's Thursday episode focused on the fallout from Eve's actions, as she told Suki and Stacey Slater, Lacey Turner, that she had to go in order to guarantee that Nish and Ravi were imprisoned. Suki agreed to accompany her even though at first she wasn't sure she would. Having only recently regained Eve's trust, Stacey begged her to stay, but Eve was certain that this was the only option. But when Jack Branning, Scott Maslin, who had told Stacey that Eve was dead, showed up to No. 31 and realized that Eve was actually still alive, things got messy. Eve described her predicament and begged Jack not to tell anyone about what he had witnessed, in an effort to ensure Nish and Ravi's imprisonment. In today's episode of EastEnders, Eve Unwin made an unexpected comeback, following her arrest on suspicion of her murder by Nish Pansar. In a startling turn of events, Eve was compelled to leave Walford in November after Nish learned about her liaison with his wife Suki. Nish gave his son Ravi instructions to kill Eve, but Ravi was unable to carry out the deed and asked that Eve leave the square and Suki forever. Everything changed on Wednesday when Suki went to Walford to finally find out why Eve had disappeared. You can watch the episode on BBC iPlayer. Earlier in the week, Suki's worst fears were realized when she realized that Nish was the reason behind Eve's abduction and that he was trying to drug him in order to get the truth. Sadly, Nish foiled Suki's scheme ahead of time, setting up a horrifying confrontation between the two. Suki boldly disclosed everything about her affair with Eve during this time, and asked to know if she was still alive. After Nish made up the story that Eve needed £10,000 to depart, Suki responded by disclosing a significant historical fact. As viewers are aware, Nish was incarcerated for the murder of a guy he thought Suki was having an extramarital affair with. Suki clarified, though, that Nish had killed the incorrect person and that the person with whom she had genuinely formed a relationship was his wife. Later, after discovering blood in the back of Ravi's car, Nish made an effort to force himself on Suki before the police could arrive to arrest him for Eve's murder. Ravi was taken into custody as well. Suki was at her lowest point when Vinny began to blame everything on her shattered body. Suki was devastated and sent Eve a heartfelt farewell message before turning to a pill bottle. When Eve entered the room, she was taken aback to see that she was still alive. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.